Hello, I'm Ruby Lopez.
And I'm Brendan Moran.
And welcome to Creek Currents. On today's episode, we'll see how local elementary school students are taking a field trip back to 1906 at the Shadelands Ranch Historical Museum. Plus, I've got tips for a healthy heart and some great free resources for staying in shape.
But first, I got some exercise myself with Walnut Creek Walks. Let's check out this program that's helping people stay healthy and enjoy Walnut Creek one step at a time. I'm out here taking a historical walking tour with Mayor Bob Simmons as part of Walnut Creek Walks. So let's take a stroll down memory lane, shall we? Come on.
No. The one in Lafayette you're thinking about is this electric train. It was called the Oakland Antioch, and I forget the E. And we're not going to walk down there today because it's too far down. Yes. But anytime you go, remember that gas station down there that used to have those really old...
oh, sure.
Well, that was where the station was.
I'm with Bob Simmons, the mayor of Walnut Creek. Bob, thanks for taking us on the walk today.
It was a great walk, wasn't it?
Yeah. Could you tell me what is Walnut Creek Walks?
Walnut Creek Walks is a 4-part program designed to try and get people out and walk more in our great city. This is really one of the most walkable cities in the United States. We have many miles of paved and unpaved trails. We're at the base of Mount Diablo. We have 3 regional trails, 2 statewide trails, and 1 coast-to-coast trail that go through Walnut Creek. So this is really a fantastic city for walking. I wanted to point something out about Rural Court, because some people occasionally ask us, how does a street get named? And the story on this particular street is that the surveyor came out to do the alignment of the street, and he met 2 people out here, and one of them was the landowner. He asked the landowner, would you like to have the street named after you? And the landowner said no. His friend was there. His friend was Mr. Rule. And his friend said, I'd like it to be named after me, and that's how Rural Court got its name.
So what inspired you to come up with this idea?
Several things. One is I just love to walk. It's a great form of activity. Second, I describe walking with a friend or a family member as a strolling conversation. And it was really one of the best ways to spend quality time with somebody that you enjoy spending time with, because you share conversations and you share ideas and thoughts and just have a great time. It's also universally recognized as one of the best forms of exercise that anybody can engage in, young or old. You know, as a grandparent, you can go walking with a grandchild and just enjoy time with each other.
You don't have to be good at walking to actually walk, do you?
And that is exactly right. You can just go out and you can maintain whatever pace you want. You can walk really, really fast, or you can just do a little stroll. And if you ever walk with a 2-year-old, you know, you might only go a couple hundred feet, but they're having a great time. As you go by right here, you'll see the house that was built in 1915. This says it is basically looks pretty much like it did when it was first built. And the people that live there, the Dewings, own the property down to Tice, and everything that we've been walking in for the most part today, except for maybe the very far western part of it. That palm tree is over a century old.
I got to catch up with one of my fellow walkers to see how he was holding up. How are your legs holding up?
Great. I usually do 5-10 miles a day, and I mean, on a certain day, I hike with the Walnut Creek seniors on Thursdays.
5 to 10 miles a day?
Sometimes, yeah.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, not all the time. I'm keeping track of my miles in the on the Walnut Creek website. So I'm trying to stay ahead of Mayor Bob.
Well, he's in good shape too, so you got your work cut out for you.
Yeah.
All right, so besides the Saturday walks, what else is going on?
Well, there are 3 other parts to Walnut Creek Walks. One is an open space adventurer program, which is designed for the younger people and get them and their families out walking into our open space areas. The second is that if you want to meet with the mayor, I'm going to offer a series of walking meetings where you actually have a more interesting conversation than you do if you sit inside an office, and it actually is the best way to think outside of the box if you really want to think outside of the box. And then the last thing is we have an online registration system where you can register and be part of Walnut Creek Walks and record how many miles you walk. And we may have some contests later in the year, some competitions, and we'll have a series of awards, whether you walk 100 miles during the year or something more than that. And it's really just a fun way to become engaged in walking in Walnut Creek.
Now, we mentioned the Walker Tracker site, which is a really great way to track your progress. And there's a free drawing every month for those people who log over 20 miles in that month.
Well, Brandon, it looks like you learned some pretty interesting facts about Walnut Creek's history.
I did, actually. There's the Saranap neighborhood and the Almond Shoey neighborhood, and I didn't know about it until I actually got my feet on the ground.
All right, well, you know, you're not the only one brushing up on local history. As a matter of fact, let's take a look at how the Walnut Creek Historical Society is teaching kids history hands-on.
I've been volunteering with the Walnut Creek Historical Society for about 6 years. The Walnut Creek Historical Society is a wonderful organization made up of many volunteers that bring to life the historical opportunities that people can view and study and research in Walnut Creek. The Shadelands Ranch Museum, built in 1903, has really become the crown jewel of the city in many ways, and also the Walnut Creek Historical Society. It is a preserved facility honoring the Penniman family, who contributed significantly to the history of Walnut Creek. As a member of the Walnut Creek Historical Board, it's been my opportunity to assist to develop the Living History Program 1906. As students walk through a portal into 1906, we have a lot of opportunities for them to have hands-on experiences, having history, but also being history. And so we visit the house, we discover about the family, we discover how they lived the same and differently, and then we begin to have an outdoor tour. And then after that, we have a story, and we have a lunch, and then we have an opportunity to play jacks and marbles. And then, like most boys and girls in 1906, it's time for them to do their chores. And so they beat the rugs, they wash the clothes, they count out the walnuts that we would sell on Saturday in bags of £1 each. You know, I think that helping students, particularly in the 3rd grade, to compare and contrast their home with the way the homes were in 1906 fits into the local curriculum and the state curriculum as well. And yeah, I have fun doing it, and I find joy in it, and it's nice to give back. I remember some significant others when I was growing up that helped me to find a great deal of satisfaction in history, in learning, and in sharing the great outdoors. And it's nice to have an opportunity to do that. It's my blessing.
Be sure to check out the Walnut Creek Historical Society's website to find out what events are open to the public and learn a little something about local history yourself.
Hey, you know, I learned a little something myself as well when I headed over to the John Muir Women's Health Center for their annual event to raise awareness for women's heart disease called Go Red. Hello, I'm Ruby Lopez for Creek Currents. Today I'm here at John Muir Health's Women's Health Center. Today we're walking to raise awareness for women's heart disease at their annual event called Go Red, Walk, Shop, and Stroll. So what do you say we get moving for this great cause? Registration time. Hello, I'm here to register.
And then just proceed to the end table to get your pin and fill out your raffle ticket.
Alicia, is this your first time doing the event?
Yes, this is.
Okay, what made you come out today?
My sister, Tamisa.
So I know that you dragged your sister out here. So this is not your first time.
All of them out here.
You're a pro here.
Second year.
Okay.
So, and we come from our mom's group. So
okay.
we just walk together. We have one more person coming, and we just kind of join in and support what they're doing.
Well, what makes you continue to come year after year?
It's just fun. It's fun seeing so many people support the organization and what they're doing here.
Okay, great. Well, have fun. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so talk to us about your getup here.
My getup, who has a bigger heart than me? Why not wear a heart? Wear it on my sleeve.
Okay. All right, thanks a lot. Have fun. So Terry, is this your first time doing the walk?
Yes, it is.
Oh, cool. So what brought you out this year?
Well, I'm part of the mom's group here, and then I also have a heart condition, so it's really important for me to, have people be aware of heart disease and all that stuff. So, and it's good to get out and walk.
Our walk took us through downtown Walnut Creek to Broadway Plaza, where participants got tips on healthy living and were treated to a Zumba class.
Get a good feeling, yeah. Step right, left, right, left. Get a good feeling, come on, you guys, let's go. Yes, I can. Doubt better leave. I'm running with this plan. Pull me, grab me. Is this a good feeling or what? Get the hearts moving.
I'm here with Dr. Christine Batten. Now, can you talk to us about the event Go Red, Walk, Shop, and Stroll, and why is it so important?
So what John Muir Health has put together for the last 8 years is the Walk, Shop, and Stroll, which is just a walk to raise awareness for heart disease in women.
Now, I know that I'm at risk because I come from a long line of high blood pressure and cholesterol, women in the family, but what can other people like myself do? What can they do? And talk to us about other risk factors they can look for.
Well, many people don't understand that heart disease and plaques in the arteries start to occur relatively young in life. People in their 20s and 30s sometimes already have this disease process starting. And so what we want to do is make sure that women, and well, everybody, are aware if they are at risk for heart disease. And so the best thing that one can do is go in and get a full medical checkup with their doctor. The risk factors that are easily modifiable, sometimes with medications, are high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and high blood sugar. But there are many things that people can do on their own to improve these risk factors, such as eating healthy, maintaining an ideal body weight, and also getting plenty of physical exercise. And and stopping smoking, of course, if smoking is an issue. So if you are doing all these things on your own, you still want to make sure that you've gone in and you've gotten some blood tests. And the American Heart Association recommends that everybody from the age of 20 on is aware of those sorts of risk factors. And it's been interesting over the last couple of years that even pediatricians are beginning to realize that screening children is also important.
So where can the community go to learn more about this and also to learn about the support that's available to them?
Well, I've been privileged to be part of the John Muir Women's Heart Program for 8 or 9 years now. And we have a free screening tool online at johnmuirhealth.com where a woman can look and find if she's at risk for heart disease. And this program also has a very comprehensive screening, education, and modification program. So that's over at the Women's Health Center, and you can contact the Women's Health Center by phone to make an appointment for that. We do not require any kind of doctor's referral. And the number is area code 925-941-7900.
Oh, great. Thank you so much, Dr. Batten. I appreciate the time.
Thank you.
I had a great time here today at Go Red. Now, the John Muir Health's Women's Health Center offers free classes and events year-round. So if you'd like some more information, you can visit their website at johnmuirhealth.com. Now, as I mentioned, the Women's Health Center offers free classes year-round, including nutrition, healthy aging, and classes for new moms. Now, speaking of newborns, Brendan, I believe you have some exciting news to share.
I do. My wife and I just welcomed our very first child into the world. There he is, right there. His name's Keenan Thomas. He's very happy and very healthy.
Very cute, I might add, especially the little dimple chin.
Yeah, he takes after his old man with that.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We couldn't be happier. Speaking of exciting stuff, make sure to check us out next month. We'll be checking out Walnut Creek's latest food trends. Plus, we'll take a look at some very bold art made specifically for the Bedford Gallery.
Next time on Creek Currents.